That's where that all comes from. But when you bring people into this situation, into the grown-up world, who have no moral foundation and no honor, they've got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. And the more men that are destroyed, and the more generations that are reared in this world under the auspices of the almost criminally insane matriarchy, the closer we will be getting to the end of humanity. And it is Mgtow that has the shield. It understands. It provides the defense. We don't need them. We don't have to accept them. We can move on in our lives. We do not need to bring women into our lives and allow them this authority over us. Mgtow is not only a shield, but it's a sword. Sometimes you need to be on the offense. Now, we cannot go out and just walk down the street and call every woman a screeching whore and a cunt. We can't do that, and it's probably not as productive as we would like to believe it could be. But the sword we have is in using the spoken word, our intellect, to share with other men. Not everyone is going to do a YouTube channel. Not everyone's going to put their face on here and say, hey, this is the face of an intelligent man who's not going to take this shit anymore. But what we can do, the sword we have, is to pass it on to another man. To share the concepts that different Mgtow providers or producers are talking about. From general wide ideas to very narrow and specific circumstances in which people find themselves and in which men get themselves out of. Whether it's prior to or after the fact, things that we can do as men to protect ourselves. Protect ourselves from what is being done to us, our sons, our culture, our nations. There is a sword and a shield. It is a war. It is a battle. And it's fought not only in our individual lives, but it's being fought in court. It's being fought in politics. It's being fought socially, that is, on the street. Now, because the government, politic, and the government, legal, or the court system, judicial, because they are agenda-driven, and they're wanting to see a continuance of the failure of men and the success of women in destroying them, that leaves us one arena in which to fight, to use shield and sword effectively, and that is the social environment. The social environment. That is where you get to stand as a man, having the strength of your body, the intellect of your mind, right, the sword and shield, and to tell other men about Mgtow and what it means, what it has done for them and their perspective on the world. Right? If you're a man and you've had an example, and I know you have had an example of a woman using you, even if it's for just $100 or 8 hours of your time, right, helping her move, you understand, you felt the pressure, you felt the pain and the suffering, however microcosmal it was, of what women can do to men. You understand it, you can share it, and you can share that with other men and tell them, go to YouTube, look up Mgtow, look up all of the Mgtow producers and find the one that speaks to you the most clearly. Right? We all talk, we all tell stories, we all share our ideas. We all have a different way of doing it and going about it. Right? So the way I speak and the way I talk doesn't appeal to everybody. But there are many, many Mgtow producers out there. And if you can have other men just take a look at it, they're going to hear it, and you can't unlearn that. And Mgtow speaks to the honor and pride we have as men in ourselves and who we are and the importance of having a penis. Right? It is played down by the media, the social system, the political and legal system. It is played down in the professional arena. And it's not the penis itself that women, which are so jealous of it, it's not the penis itself. Perhaps it's the testosterone. Perhaps it's everything that makes a man, and that distinguishes us from women mightily, mightily. Honor is critical, and honor is an important thing. It is the probably single most important last line of defense we have as a man. So I want to read this again here. Right? I had one thing left, my honor, and you've put my feet firmly on a new path. Once you've decided to go Mgtow, go your own way. You start with one thing, and whatever you have left from the destructive powers of whatever woman or women were in your life, you can use that honor to build your life again. I started over at 45, 47 now, and I have to build. But this time, right, I've got all of my income making, building, earning potential, and it all stays within my control, within my grasp, not to be given away again, not to be entrusted with somebody who can take and destroy. That is what being Mgtow is about. It's about a way to defend your honor. In the old days, you had the duel. Today, you have the preservation of self. You don't have to have women. You don't have to do it, right? You don't have to allow your mind to be invaded, pervaded, right? Perversed by these women out here. And they do use our minds as a perverse tool against us by trying to foment in us guilt and shame, and to coerce us to give to them as if it's our duty. We need to shirk that and look to the truth. Look within yourself and understand who you are, right? And inside yourself, you'll find honor, pride, self-respect. When you think about all the good things you've done, everything good in your life, you can use that. That's the fire, that's the passion that can be kindled, that can be brought out. And like John here, he's worked through things, and he's worked his way back up, and he's now making good money, and he's in charge of his life, and he's found freedom. Freedom! Mgtow is freedom. To get away from, right, the shackles of slavery. Right? As slaves, we don't have honor, right? Because we're slaves. I guess you do have some honor. It's that last little thing. But it's tempered, right, by slavery. Your freedom can be released, right? Your honor and self-respect and pride is yours to have once again when you realize that the things that other people think about you don't fucking matter. And it's up to you to choose your path. It's up to you to choose. And once you make that decision, once you recognize your personal responsibility and the honor and dignity that comes with it, you can and will succeed in life. It is a marvelous feeling. It's something that I'm sad to say that probably 99 out of 100 women will never have an inkling of an understanding of what it's about, because they're not men. They have no honor and no respect, not for themselves or for others. And because of that, they're lost forever. So you guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. I want to raise a toast to all men out there. Mgtow and those who could become Mgtow, because they are men. They just reach down between their legs, get a good handful of nuts, and say, I'm the man, I have the penis, right? This life is mine, and I'm going to live it for me. No longer will I live my life to satisfy society's sick sense of self-righteousness and destructive capacity and desire for men. Be free, gentlemen. Mgtow is freedom. You guys be cool. Semper Fi, and I'll talk to you all again soon.